Welcome to Colonial Impact Wrestling. My name is the Colonist. Now, I'm sure you're wondering, why does the Colonist have this patch on his face? Well, I will tell you why. Poison Ivy is a pain in the ass. And if you can avoid getting it, do so. Because this, and this, you can't really see this part because it kind of melded in pretty well, but this, and there's one on my back, you don't want it. Let me just put it that way. Anyway, welcome to another storyline video. Lots to talk about in the final week of build-up to Doomsday. I'm excited. You should be excited too. Let's start out with a match that's set for this week. There are 3 participants in the XYZ Championship match. You've got Aquaman. You've got Noob Saibot going again for the championship, and you've got the defending champion Smoke. Well, we have a tag match this week featuring Noob Smoke. Can they work as a cohesive unit against the Heroes of Fortune? We saw these guys compete a couple weeks ago, but not as a tag team. Now we get to see it as a tag team. Symbiote Spider-Man helping out his friend. And we haven't seen Aquaman for a couple weeks. I'm personally okay with that, but anyway. And Symbiote Spider-Man we haven't seen in a while, so that match is set for this week as kind of a build-up towards Doomsday. Number 2, Chrono. After his loss to Jimmy Corderas last week, and probably the best match of the week, I would have to say, although there were good matches last week, but Chrono says, I want one last match. He says he wants one final match, and that match, he says, is going to be an XYZ burial match, which means that the winner is going to get an XYZ championship opportunity the week after Doomsday. But the loser is going to be buried at the bottom of the ladder, not even considered for an XYZ championship anytime soon. And it's going to be a buried alive match. That's right. We at CIW have enough money to put a pile of dirt, put a coffin, and more dirt, and to give you a quality match. And there's a shovel. So that match is going to be set to take place at the pay-per-view at Doomsday this Saturday. You cannot miss it. I'll talk about the finalized card in a minute. Let's see, what else is up? Wario and Waluigi. Not too happy about the fact that Salt and Pepper are now magically in the Tag Team Championship match. Pissed off. And we are going to see a triple threat match this week. One member of each team. I don't know who yet. I'm going to draw them out of a hat between the teams. And we're going to find out we're going to have a triple threat match this week with three of these competitors. So, I'm excited. And what I may do, and I haven't decided yet, but you'll see when it happens. But I may have a doubleheader one day and have the first 3 competitors. Say, for example, we'll have Wario, Dave Chappelle, and the Blue Ranger compete in a triple threat match, and then there's that match, and then directly after that, the same video, we'll have the other 3 compete, although that might take a long time. I'm not decided yet. We'll see how the week goes, but that may happen. But you are going to see at least one, and we're going to have a great triple threat hardcore tag team match for the CIW Tag Team Championships coming up at Doomsday. This is this Saturday, 6 days away. We're so close, people. Get pumped. Yes, and then speaking of the CIW Heavyweight Championship match, it has been decided because Ken Masters wants Shades of Black, Satan wants Shades of Black, and Ermac wants Shades of Black. Since all 3 want to beat Shades of Black, I've made a huge 6-man tag team match for the main event this week on Friday. It's going to be Satan, Ermac, and Ken Masters taking on the combined unit that is Shades of Black. And remember, Shades of Black said, and they said to me earlier this week, that their 4th man is going to be revealed at Doomsday. Who is it? It could be anybody. I have no idea who it's going to be. But we will find out this week. We're going to find out on Saturday. Another reason that you cannot miss Doomsday. You cannot. And speaking of, let's talk about the finalized card. We have let me just talk. The whole card, which is finalized now. I'm not going to make any changes to it. And I'm going to put this on the Facebook page too. You have Neo and Riddick facing Ken Masters and a mystery partner who we have no idea who it is still. It's Ken Masters and somebody. We don't know, but I have heard that Ken Masters has chosen his partner. I don't know who it is. He hasn't told me. We'll find out at Doomsday. We also have, for the Tag Team Championships, like I said, Team Mischief, the defending champions, going up against the SPD Rangers and Salt and Pepper in a triple threat tornado tag hardcore match. Bound to be awesome. Then we also have Jimmy Corderas versus Chrono in a XYZ burial match, in a buried alive match. That's not gonna, you can't miss that. Then the XYZ Championship match, triple threat steel cage between Smoke, Noob Saibot, and Aquaman. The three of those guys in a steel cage match, no pinfall, no submission, you leave the cage, you win the title. So it's anybody's game. Then we've got a little personal issue between myself and Bret Hart. You remember what had happened. You remember the way it went. I'm going to be competing this week, this Sunday. Or this Saturday, excuse me. I'm going to be competing this Saturday, and I am going to prove to Bret Hart that he is no longer the best there is, the best there was, and the best that ever will be. You better believe it. And I've got a special guest commentator coming. So you're going to be prepared for that. And then finally, we have our return match for the CIW Heavyweight Championship. Satan, Ermac, no doubt going to be a fantastic match. And that's going to do it for this video. 6 days away. You cannot miss this week. My name's The Colonist, and we'll see you next time.